Welcome to another video. Peak productivity is found by treating your life like a movie. Productivity equals enjoyment, okay? And enjoyment is found in finding what you love, slash what aligns with you, with your soul, and letting it consume you entirely. Okay? This online hustle culture is honestly wrong because it tells you to grind and be disciplined and just keep on pushing even when you're not even too sure if you want what you're pushing toward, right? You procrastinate because you don't want what you are pursuing. And there's a quote here by Bukowski, Charles Bukowski, which says, find what you love and then let it kill you. Find what you love and then let it kill you. And that's what you need to do. And that thing that we need to find is your vision. It's the aesthetic that you are pursuing. It's the life that you are pursuing. It's a good dopamine that you get when you scroll a TikTok and for some reason it resonates with you. Whether that's wanting to live in New York in a brick loft, whether that's living in London, whether that's living in Thailand, wherever it is, if it aligns with you and it spikes good dopamine in you, good. That's what we're looking for. So part one, total devotion. The quote emphasizes choosing a passion so authentic that you are willing to give it your comfort, time, and excuses. Disciplined. Discipline is essentially just being willing to give away comfort, time, and not make excuses, right? You're willing to sacrifice for it. Passion over comfort. It implies that all things, both good and bad, will eventually kill you. So it's better to be consumed by something that you love. You can spend your time pursuing, I don't know, say a social media marketing agency, but quite frankly, you don't care about any of that. Or you could do something purposeful, which you do care about, which is making videos to help your younger self, right? And maybe you do actually care about social media marketing for whatever reason. What I'm saying isn't the right way. Nobody online has the right way for you. You have the right way for you, and only you know that. So drop this idea of, oh, there is one right way. No, there isn't. You're trying to go from A to B. But guess what? A lot of people have got to B before. But the journey that you take will never be the same journey that another person takes. And I don't care how much you align with them online. And thirdly, we have authenticity. It is not about self-destruction, but rather living intensely and authentically to you. Yo, this camera's tripping. 1 second. Center stage, let's turn that off. Oh, actually, let's turn it on. Part two, I'm going to tell you a bit about my story in 2023. And a bit of 2026 as well, where I've recently met a rather successful friend who's quite similar to me, personality-wise, and why my story is the perfect example of why you can also succeed. So let me actually move this closer. And let's turn off center stage because that is arse. Why is it moving around so goddamn much? Cool. There we go. So back in 2023, well, at the start of 2023, I had just turned 18. I weighed 95 kilograms at 6 foot. Life was not good. Life had not been good for a while. I dropped out at age 15, 16, 17, 18. I had no friends. I was overweight. I was watching porn. I was addicted to binge eating. And I had no track record of success. I had no reason why the next few years would be any better. I had low self-esteem as well. I had goals of losing weight, but I could just never do it. I had goals of approaching women, but I just could never do it. I was a mess. But yeah, that year I ended up losing 15 kilograms that year. I ended up getting my first friends with benefits. I ended up creating a whole social circle around me. And living a life that I really enjoyed, actually. Like, I actually loved that year. And it started off terribly, right? So I've tried to re-engineer what allowed that change to occur. And this is what I came down to. and it is enjoyment, number one. And the way that you get that enjoyment is through aesthetic and vision, right? That's the whole point of this brand. Identity as an art form. Because in order to achieve a goal, you must achieve an identity. But what people don't realize is that your identity is just a byproduct of the vision that you're pursuing. So if we can pinpoint that vision part, everything else becomes, I won't say effortless, but it becomes feasible. It becomes achievable. Whereas right now, everything that you're doing feels impossible. Starting this business feels impossible. Working out 6 days a week feels impossible. Approaching girls, improving your social life feels impossible. And recently in 2026, I met a friend, very successful. He's 29, and he enjoys life. And he gave me the advice to follow my passion, which I thought was weak initially. It didn't make any sense to me. But as I've been following that advice, my life has only got better. I'm making the most amount of money that I ever have in my life. I've made more this year than last year combined. I made more in the first 3 months of this year than I had the whole of last year. I'm in the best shape of my life right now. I'm about to go for a run. It's 11:20 at night and I'm about to go for a run. I walked 20k steps today. Enjoyment is number one. Part 3, why build a vision and a worthy aesthetic? Why a vision, right? And why do I use the word aesthetic? Because how does that tie into productivity, right? The whole name of this video is peak productivity is found by treating your life like a movie. What does a movie have? What does every movie have? It has a protagonist. It has a main character. And whether you like it or not, you are the main character in your movie. Now, the main question that you need to ask is, are you willing to be a side character for the rest of your life, for the rest of the movie? Or are you looking to evolve into the main character starting now? Right? Imagine there's a film crew recording you. Every single step, when you wake up, what do? Are you going for runs in the rain? Are you approaching that girl and get rejected? Are you working 12 hours a day at that business? Or are you just wasting it? Right, if there's literally a camera on me right now, and if there was a film crew recording this, it's a cool ass story. Because where am I going to be in a year from now? Where am I going to be in 6 months from now? Emotion rewires your mind, okay? And this is the core of all manifestation / neuroscience gurus who yap a lot. Emotion is all that matters. This goddamn dog. Emotion is all that matters. Relax. Emotion is all that matters. Don't feel the emotion. Anyway, we're going to continue. So emotion is what rewires your mind. You can watch a bunch of Andrew Huberman's videos, Neuro Knowledge, whoever you want. But they all come to the same conclusion that in order to rewire your mind, you must feel an intense amount of emotion. And that's what trauma is. A traumatic event is an emotional event which reshapes your mind for life, essentially, until you change it, until you change that. Yet you pursue things which you don't care about. You're pursuing things which initiate no emotion inside of you. You work on things that you don't care about. So no wonder you have no discipline. No wonder you're finding it so... You're pursuing money when you don't care about money. You care about what money gives you, but you're not thinking about any of that. Right? You're driven by insecurity, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but if that's the only thing that is driving you, you're going to give up. You need a strong enough vision which is going to force you to get up at 5 a.m. when you don't want to. And by the way, also, you don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. You can work into the night if you want. That's what I'm doing right now. It's 11:30 that I'm recording this video at. I'm about to go for a run, like I said. You're supposed to be in bed at 9 p.m. No, you're not. You can, as long as you do the work, you can live however the fuck you want to. And the way that you transform your identity is through emotion. The way that you create emotion is with a vision. Therefore, identity slash behavior is a byproduct of vision, right? Part 4, finding your aesthetic and passion so discipline becomes effortless. Let's fucking go. Right, let's get excited for this. Have some damn arrogance about you. Have some arrogance. Have some fucking arrogance about you. Puff your chest up a bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at Michael Jordan here, look at fucking Bruce Lee here. They were arrogant figures. They had their idea and they moved around the world like it was gospel. Like it was fucking gospel. And what did they get? They got everything that they wanted and more. They impacted the world in a positive way, and for that they got rewarded. Why can't you do the same thing? Why can't you start to see yourself as the main character in your movie? Whatever your name is, Joe Smith. Okay, that's a random ass name. But imagine you killing shit, killing the game from where you are right now. You just start to work and work and work and work and work, and then in a year you're exactly where you want to be. In 2 years you're exactly where you want to be. What if it all worked out? Because it will. Accept nothing less than your vision. And be crazy. This this picture here of The Weeknd, if you don't recognize it, it's him, is amazing because he wrote the Trilogy album and House of Balloons when he was around like 19 or 20 and had no money, had nothing. Yeah, he could foresee the life that he was going to live. And he created a world around it. And he even created this persona of The Weeknd. Right? It's insane how he was able to do that. But he did it through conviction, through self-belief, through creating a character, through creating an aesthetic, through creating a world. All of these people here, so we have The Weeknd, Bruce Lee, Alyssa Liu, Michael Jordan, and then very pretty girl, but all of these people created a world, they created a persona. They create their own fucking movie. So what is the conclusion from all of this? You don't have a lack of discipline. You lack a why. You lack an aesthetic. You are living in guardrails that others set for you, whether that's an online guru or your parents or society. Fuck them and do you. Fuck them and do you. And some actionable steps for you relating to part 4 is go to your Pinterest board. If you don't have one, create a Pinterest board. What music are you listening to? Why are you listening to it? What movies do you like? Right? And now start to journal. Start to just write. Open a Notion page and just start to write. Whatever comes to your mind. Buy a fucking journal, buy a pen, and go to a park. Go on a walk. Get out of the house. And get into your mind. Yes, get into your mind. People have told me for my entire life that I overthink, or I'm emotional, or I'm impulsive, I'm spontaneous, like it was a bad thing. And now I'm realizing that it was my greatest power. But I just wasn't channeling it I was suppressing it. With music, with all of these distractions. Go check the previous video before this on that. I think it's called You're a Genius But You're Distracted. Or you don't let your ideas rise to the surface. Something like that. But yeah. These are some people that I look up to personally. And yeah. This is the aesthetic that I'm pursuing. Well, actually, I didn't plan to do this, but let me show you some other things. Vision goes for life. Oh, I don't have any internet, do I? Vision. Here we go. Here's my vision. Right, and now this page that I have, I didn't even plan on, I didn't plan it. This isn't a template. I just got a fresh page and I just started to write. You can do the exact same thing. And then I come back to this on a regular, every day, because I'm emotionally tied to it. This is what I'm pursuing. Like, I'm tired right now. My legs hurt. But still, I'm going to go for this run. Because I'm pursuing a specific body, right? Like, I'm pursuing a body. I have a vision of how I want to look. And I'm obsessed with it. I have a way that I want my bank account to look, that I want my room to look. I want my life to look. And you take small steps. I have a habit tracker somewhere here. You take small steps. But you have this vision that you're aiming toward. Day by day, day by day, day by day. Brother. Yeah, this is a messy ass video. But I hope that I got across that you can fucking do it. Like, subscribe, or don't. It's up to you. But you're not undisciplined and you're not lazy. You just don't know what you want.